Well, we talk about tipping a lot on our show. It happens. It comes up a lot, especially these days when everybody wants to tip, huh? Pretty crazy.
Never ends.
And never ends.
God.
But one place you're probably used to doing a tip is at your salon, your barber shop, wherever you get your hair cut. Usually you tip that stylist, right?
Yeah. For
Or the
Emily,
barber?
it's like Supercuts, right? Is that what
Yes,
she
that
says?
is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
true.
her spot.
Yeah,
That's
that's
her
It is
tip.
her spot.
That's her spot.
Well, Thor, the king of bad tips.
Hey.
I guess had a little bit of a situation when it came to his haircut.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Yeah. Oh,
Hello.
getting rid of that. All right.
Yep. Putting that down
quick,
real.
a little quick on the trigger there.
Okay.
Slipped the pot down a
Yeah,
little bit
no,
too
exactly.
fast.
No, I heard.
We definitely heard that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of tipping talk on our show because we have the extremes.
Yeah.
We have Thor, who hates tipping on certain
everyone
things.
starts at 20%.
Okay, well, no, that's just with restaurants.
Yeah.
Now you got to tip for everything you do.
I don't because that's insane.
Oh.
If I buy a pair of shoes, I'm not tipping the person at Foot Locker.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's the beginning.
Yeah.
The one end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Where then you have Sky.
Hi, guys.
Who's on the other end of the spectrum?
What's up?
Who's an over tip.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you just ask her for money and she's going to give it to you.
And that's not even a joke.
No.
She's done that.
Yeah, I did do that. I see that guy walking around PB.
Oh, really?
The
Yeah.
guy
Surprised he
who
doesn't come up to you.
Well, he doesn't need to, ask for money anymore. You just, you're an ATM.
He yelled ATM at you, and you gave him a 20.
Yeah, I gave him
Why do you not even a
I
dollar?
gave him a 20.
Like,
Well,
how
I just
fucking
left.
insane
Can you get
is
a
that?
dollar out of an ATM?
Yeah, because I had just
Oh.
walked away
Okay.
from the ATM, and so all I had was
Excuse
20s,
me.
and I'm like, okay, this will buy you a new trash bag to wear.
One of the wildest.
No, I
things I've
probably
ever
brought him
seen.
some new
Insane.
crack to smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Wild situation.
Hopefully some good stuff.
So tipping comes up quite a bit on our show.
Yeah.
Well, Thor actually has a tipping dilemma when it came to getting his haircut.
Oh.
That's right, Eddie. I've been going to the same barber now for about almost 2 years.
Is this a record?
Which
wow.
is yes.
Because you were jumping around. You were
Oh,
like
yeah.
a whore
Yeah.
when
I
it
was.
came
I was a big
to
slut.
different stylists and things like that.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
lived in San Diego for 17 years, going on 18. And for about 15 of those years, I wouldn't go further than 6 months without changing my barber. Sometimes every week. Or once a month, sorry.
Yeah, every
I just could never decide what I wanted. When I thought one was good, then I felt like it wasn't good. But then I ran into Sweet Madeline.
Oh, Madeline.
Sweet.
Madeline.
Ba, ba, ba.
Oh, I love her.
Haircut never felt so good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Now she is
This works.
she is a little bit of a talker,
Oh,
Oh, no.
but she does such a good job that I'm okay with it.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
Now I have in the past though. If I used to go right after work, but I'm a little tired, so I would get annoyed by how much she talked.
And you've been talking for 4 hours.
I just don't. I don't care if I was quiet for 4 hours. I don't want to talk when I'm getting my haircut. I'll ask her about her dating life. She got a wild dating life. I'll ask her about that, stuff. But like after a while, you run out of things to talk about, and she'll just keep going.
Oh.
So I started to book my appointments later in the day when I'm more awake because I know I got to talk to her.
Okay.
Now I book the appointments online. And a lot of these barbershops now, the ones that I've gone to, you either have to pay in advance or you have to leave your credit card because if you cancel, they charge you.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah. So I never pay in advance. I don't know why. Like I trust her at this point. I've been going to her for 2 years, but I find that odd.
Yeah.
So I never pay in advance. But there's two types of haircuts. You can get a haircut and a beard trim or just a haircut. Now, I don't have a crazy beard, but it's there.
It's a little wild.
It's a
I don't
little
know what you're
wild.
talking
Got
about.
some stragglers.
Yeah.
You have stragglers.
Oh, that one right there.
So she will. I don't know if you noticed. She did trim it up. She trims it up.
I don't notice.
No.
Okay, it was wacky
Oh, was it?
on Friday.
Okay.
She
Oh,
trims
was
it up
it?
like she gets the neck. She trims up the sides that like stick out like pubes. She trims that up.
Still sticking out.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's that one
still
There's
see
piece.
like
Stick
one.
it
I
out.
will. I will
Product in
trim
there?
that.
Can you put a little product in
I
there?
don't know. That's how I am.
Okay.
So trim that up, but I don't think it warrants the extra $15 for the haircut and beard trim.
Oh, that's how much the beard trim costs?
Yeah, it's an extra 15.
But you said she does it.
But it's not like a crazy beard. I don't get like the lay back and like get
Hot
the
towel.
hot towel.
I don't either.
I don't go crazy.
When I
for
get
that.
mine, it's the number 3. You get the number 3.
Okay.
Trimmed.
Done.
I pay for it. It's a service.
Is it an
Yeah.
extra, an add-on for you
yes.
as well?
Yes, I believe it's an extra $10.
$10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my
Those
haircut's
fit-
40, and then the beard,
Holy shit.
and then the beard trim, and then the beard trim would be an extra 15.
So yeah,
55.
if she does it though,
So
I'm
she
confused.
So when I first started going to her, she set the precedent because I got the 40 and I paid for the $40 haircut. I wasn't gonna do the beard trim. I wasn't gonna.
Too rich for your blood.
Thank you.
Okay.
So she said to me, "You want me to trim your beard?" I said, "Sure," and then she didn't charge me. So for 2 years,
That's weird.
that's the way it's been going.
Now, if you would have said sure, and then at the end there was a charge, would have been
No, because I
pissed?
would have assumed
Well, she asked.
she asked
You want a beard trim?
$15.
Oh,
I
okay.
would have
Okay.
assumed.
Okay.
I would have assumed.
Okay, good.
So for the longest time, I've been getting these $40 haircuts and the beard trim
Oh.
pro bono.
For free.
Wow.
Pro
hook up.
bono. That's not how that works.
And then when I go to pay, my credit card information is saved. So all I have to do is like press a button on her cell phone, and then I add the tip. And I usually do $8 on a $40 haircut, which makes it $48. I think that's 18%. So I think that's fair. I mean,
20%.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it 20%?
20%,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
20% on the haircut.
yeah, 20% tip, $8. That's really good. So for a long time, I mean, I'm in that chair for 45 minutes. $20 tip, I feel like it's $8 tip, 20%. I feel like that's perfect. So I've been fine with it, and for a long time I felt like
You've been.
Well, of course he
for a
is.
long
He's
time
fine.
I felt like she was
But-
fine with it. I googled how much do you tip for a haircut. It came out about right.
Yeah, but we're not adding the
Yeah.
beard.
There's no reason.
So
Plus
that'd be
you're getting the
You're
hookup.
getting
Yeah.
a free
There's no
beard
reason
trim.
to. There's
What do
no
you mean?
reason
There-
to. She's never brought it up.
Yeah, but
She
But
at
you
any
know.
time she could say, "Hey, just to give you a heads up, I'm going to do your beard from now on. It's actually $15."
Like if I go out somewhere to eat, Thor, and
At any time she could say,
hey, listen, I go
Hey.
out to eat,
Oh, this
and
is getting serious.
and the server knows me, so the server hooks me up with a free dessert. I'm gonna tip a little extra, knowing
Because of the hookup.
because I came up on the service. So
"This is where we differ. This is where we defer."
so did you even have that thought
No,
for
because
a second?
I didn't get the full beard treatment. I don't get the towel. I don't get the shaving of the neck. I only get the buzz of the neck. The full beard treatment's a big deal. I don't get that.
Oh, so for the $15, you get more than you
yeah,
actually
I'm getting
get.
like in between. I'm getting in
okay.
between.
You're getting like $7
I'm getting-
so
worth.
full of shit.
Thank you.
So
I'm not full of shit.
Yes, you are.
So I'd say the last 2 times
Oh, this
I've
guy.
gotten the tip, I've gotten a vibe,
really?
and I've gotten the
well,
vibe.
I would too.
Totally.
And I've gotten the vibe of that's all. And I feel like she wants me to tip $10 to
Which
go to
would make
50.
sense. Just go
But here's the
even
deal.
10.
It is an even amount. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you just do
Yeah.
10?
Here's the
40
deal.
plus 10?
You're in that chair
With the
for
free?
45
Beard?
minutes.
$50.
It's 45 minutes of torture having to hear her talk.
Oh, you
Okay,
just
that
said you
is
didn't
not
mind.
true.
I
It was
love
so
her.
good,
Now
I
you're
don't
being
mind it.
dramatic.
I
It was
love
so
her.
good, I
I
don't
don't think
mind
you
it.
do.
That's
I
your
love her.
exact word.
I
Now it's
love her.
torture.
Yeah.
I love her.
Because you got to pay a little bit more.
I just don't like
$2,
talking.
by the way, we're talking
Outside
about.
of talking to you four, my parents and my wife, who do I like talking to?
Well, nobody.
Thank you.
But your words
Yeah.
were, I don't mind it because she does such a good job.
That was exactly
Yeah.
what
Those
you
were
said.
your words. So you can't kick in the extra $2 to make a round number?
When you hit 10, I'm basically getting in a whole new haircut at this
Okay,
point.
no, you're not.
I'm
You're
not
getting a
paying.
free
I'm
service.
not paying $10. That's insane. Eddie, how much is your haircut?
You don't want to know.
How much is your haircut, Eddie?
No. Again, I go to a barber shop, so it's a little bit different.
Very old school.
It's a little cheaper.
Yeah.
So the haircut is only 20, but then I get the beard trim, which is an extra 10. So the total is 30.
Yeah.
So what do you tip? Do you know what you normally tip, Sweet Joe?
It's all cash. She doesn't take
Oh,
Doesn't
she's
take
not doing
credit.
it on her
That
phone.
can't-
it's cash only.
What a
Yeah.
pain in the
Really?
ass. You got to go to the ATM?
I usually have cash. So
Nobody
I'm
look
usually
into
okay.
that.
It's
Yeah.
cash only?
Yeah, it's
Well,
wild.
we know why.
It's wild.
Let's just
We know why?
yeah, good for her.
I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Are
know.
you talking about tax thing?
Well, yeah, the books are
They
easier.
own a business, Guy. I mean, I don't.
She's
they have
cooking- Joe's cooking the books?
I would never say that. That's a wild thing to accuse
No,
my
I'm just
barber of.
saying. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
I
I'm
mean,
just
You
saying.
just said you know why.
Yes, I do.
Which is an insane thing
Yes,
to say.
yes, yes.
Are they washing
Okay.
money through that
Yeah.
barbershop?
No, they're not. No, they're not laundering money. No, no one's saying that. That's
Wow.
crazy.
I
That's
just think
crazy.
they're really old school.
Okay.
But anyway.
Okay, maybe that's it.
So I think I do $7 bucks. I don't do the math. I don't know what's 7 from 30.
Ooh.
I don't know. 20%.
Well, $6 would be 20%.
Oh, so I'm over tipping.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
over.
Taking
You're
dollars.
But
25.
knowing you, I thought you would just round up
would.
to 40. Like I would have.
That's what I would have thought too.
Yeah, just know when
$10
you.
tip
Are
on
you
a
guys
30?
out of your fucking minds? Do I not pay enough to live in San Diego?
Oh, no.
Yes,
Here we go.
that $2 matters.
God.
Yes, I need that $2. Yes. Why does she get the $2? Why can't I keep
She's
the
giving
$2?
you a free service.
Why can't I keep the
that's the
$2?
thing.
Hold on.
That's the thing.
If she wasn't giving you the free
I'm getting
service,
half a free service.
I don't know
I'm
about
getting
that.
half a free
If you
service.
weren't getting the free service, I would be fine with what you're saying. But when you're kicking in the free service, what's $2?
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
On. But Daddy Warbucks
Exactly.
over here.
What's
Daddy.
For
exactly?
Daddy.
And
Don't say
exactly.
exactly.
What's
Don't say
$2?
exactly. Don't say
What's
exactly.
$2?
To
Why
her,
do you need it?
probably a lot.
And to me, it's a lot too.
No, it's not.
Then
That-
don't get the free beer trip.
There's no parking around that whole fucking area, so I got to pay for an Ace parking. That's $2.
The
Okay.
free
She offered it.
it.
So now I'm supposed to insult her by turning down the beer
Okay.
trimming.
You're so-
That's
you're
insane.
so full
This guy's
turn.
out of control.
There's no reason to ever overtip.
See, my daughter got a haircut this weekend,
no.
and I.
Oh no.
Did
No,
she-
no, not a drastic haircut
thank
like
God.
a
Oh, God.
few years back.
Oh,
No,
my
you guys,
God,
just a
thank
trim, just a trim,
okay.
just a light trim. And so same kind of thing. I was like, okay, well, I know what 20% is, or I could just round up to the next like nearest amount
Why?
and throw a couple extra bucks because she does an amazing job.
An amazing job?
I thought so.
You just said she's got a trim.
Well, a
What's an
trim
amazing-
with
Like, she
styled
layers
it
and
and-
bangs, and then she blew it out. She
Oh.
flat ironed it.
Your daughter's got bangs right now?
Well, like
Whoa.
long,
Really?
long bangs.
Huh.
Long bangs
Okay.
framing the face, you guys.
Okay.
Layered long bangs.
Langs.
Langs. She's got langs going on.
What's the total on something like that run?
So she was in the chair for
Chicks
an
are
hour.
expensive.
Yeah.
She was
Girls,
in the
I get it.
chair
Salons
for an
are
hour.
expensive.
It was
Well,
80.
unless you go to Supercuts like me.
Oh,
There
like
you go,
Emily. It was
tell.
$80. And so
Don't say you run.
It's actually cheaper than I thought.
Did you go C-note?
yes.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
20% would have been $16, and I'm
An
like,
extra 4?
and I'm like, you know what? An extra $4.
Yeah, why not? It's
hold on, hold
assholes
on.
like
Okay.
this
Oh my
who
God.
fuck the rest of us.
Now, Emily,
Yes.
at one point,
Yeah.
you were going to be a stylist.
Yeah.
She didn't make it.
Listen.
You were never a
I
stylist.
was done with my training. I got down to the point where I was on the floor being able to.
And then
do
what
people's
happened?
hair.
Did you finish?
Panic attack.
I did some haircuts,
Yeah,
and I
panic
went
attack.
to go color
Panic
somebody's
attack?
hair.
Why?
Had a panic attack mid-color. Had to have somebody else finish it for me. So that did
And
happen.
then never went back?
No.
No, never went back.
Oh, no.
Never went back.
What do you think about this? Like how much you tip and stuff like that?
I think it's insane that Thor's not just rounding up to the $10. That's crazy. And he's getting
Mrs.
the beer trim. If
Mrs.
they do something extra for you, you have to
Yes.
go with the bigger tip.
Mrs. Cheap Supercuts over here thinks it's insane that I don't round up for $2.
It
And
is.
when you go to Supercuts, do you go 20% tip?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you?
She doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, I've only got my hair cut once in like
How
the
much
last
does it
2
cost?
years. I don't even remember. I think it was like $27 or $30 or something
what'd
like
you
that.
tip?
I don't remember, but I remember. I think it's like you have to hit it. It's like the iPad thing. They turn
So you
around to
did
just 20%.
20%. Okay.
20%.
That's what I do.
But-
20%.
Okay.
What's it's the same thing.
Did you
I
get a
hit
free service, though,
20%.
Emily?
No, I didn't get a free. I didn't free shit.
Again, I would insult
Okay.
her if I said no.
I don't know about that.
You're the
Now,
worst.
what about the higher? So if you paid $80 for your haircut, you rounded it up to 100.
I would have done exactly.
You would have done.
I would have done 100.
Really?
Yeah.
If I find out that my wife's doing that,
Oh,
Okay.
she's never getting a haircut
What
again.
are you gonna do? Shave her head?
Excuse
I
me?
may.
Okay.
I'll-